Hi everyone, welcome to MagicGatheringStrat. This is Ferociousllama. Today we're going to be playing a modern deck. Let's call it Land. The deck has 44 lands and 16 other spells. The base of the deck is the Seismic Assault, where we can discard a land card to have it deal 2 damage to target creature or player, and Life from the Loam. Super good engine. It works once it's online. It's really hard for a lot of decks to come back after that, just because we can do 6 damage a turn in two damage increments, so we can kill pretty much anything they play, almost anything they play, and when we kill all their stuff, then we can kill our opponent. The other thing it's got are Countryside Crushers. Countryside Crushers are so good in this deck only because there are 44 lands. Normally their Countryside Crusher is, pretty okay. But with 44 lands in the deck, there have been numerous games where I go turn 3 Countryside Crusher, turn 4 reveal 19 lands, attack for 22, win game. That's happened a few times. Works really, really well. One of my favorite cards. And the other thing about Countryside Crusher is a lot of players who have burn spells like Lightning Helix and Lightning Bolt, they'll always try and kill him because they know he's going to get real dangerous real fast. But a lot of times what I'll do is I'll wait till turn 4 and I'll play a fetch land on turn 4 and then I'll play Countryside Crusher. So they try and Lightning Bolt him and I go fetch. And then the fetch land goes to the graveyard and my Countryside Crusher becomes a 4/4 and they can't kill him. So pretty awesome. The other card beyond those 3 different cards is Treasure Hunt. Now, Treasure Hunt, I have a Pyromancer Ascension deck. I made a video about it. It posted a few weeks ago. It worked like a bad card draw spell because that deck only had 16 lands. So once in a while, I'd draw a land and then a card. But most of the time, it was basically a draw a card is what it said, basically, for 2 mana, which is pretty awful by modern standards. Treasure Hunt basically says, reveal cards from the top of our library until we reveal a non-land card, put all revealed cards into our hand. In a deck with 44 land, that's amazing. Most of the time, what I'll do is we'll play some lands, hopefully some man lands so we don't just get run over, and then we'll go turn 5, we'll go Seismic Assault and Treasure Hunt. Well, not necessarily in that order. I'll go Treasure Hunt first most of the time, and then I'll go Seismic Assault. And a lot of times we'll get, so many lands that we'll usually have 4 or 5 in hand, plus we'll get 5 or 6 more, and then we'll just kill our opponent right there on the spot. Super easy. And if they have any shock lands or fetch lands, it's not even hard. So those are the spells in our deck. The rest are lands. Because it's green, red, and some blue, I have seen a couple of versions of this deck. I played against one guy, and he had just the 2 colors, red and green, and a lot more man lands. But I kind of thought this was a little bit better just because it's got some spells, but not enough spells. Because I've been playing this deck a lot lately, and it's quickly becoming one of my favorite decks, only because a lot of the control there's been a lot of control in Modern running around lately, and it just can't do anything. Like decks like Urzatron, we run 4 Ghost Quarters and 4 Tectonic Edge main deck. So they're not getting Tron. And a lot of times they'll run out of islands and we just strip mine them. Which, if you've seen any of my previous videos, is one of my very favorite things to do. Unfortunately, I haven't done it in a video yet, but maybe tonight we will. So we have our 3 colors. So we have our Breeding Pool, which is our green-blue. There's only one because that's the only blue spell, is Treasure Hunt. And we only need 1 blue mana. And we have Steam Vents, and we have 2 Scalding Tarns, and we have Misty Rainforests, and there is 1 island. So finding that 1 blue mana, finding a blue mana to play a Treasure Hunt, not that tough. And much of the blue mana is usually it'll come from Steam Vents, just because we're able to get red and blue from it, and we really need the red. The red is really crucial in this deck. It's the only color that requires colors other than just a single of the colored and a colorless is red, which is Countryside Crusher and Seismic Assault, which need 2 and 3 respectively. We also have Copperline Gorge, which is awesome. It's like a free shock land, as long as it's turn 1, 2, or 3. And it's red-green, which is the core of the deck. Firelit Thicket. Firelit Thicket's like an all-star in this deck. I don't have any more, or I'd put more in. But he's amazing, because if we go first turn, like Treetop Village, which is the green manland that turns into a 3/3 with trample for 2 mana. We go him on turn 1, and then turn 2 we go something, and then turn 3. Unfortunately, what'll happen is on turn 3 we don't have our 3 red to play our Seismic Assault a lot of times and win the game. The Firelit Thicket fixes that, because it lets us turn our 1 green into 2 red, which is awesome. So I should run more Firelit Thickets, and I'm sorry I don't have any more. Maybe I'll get some. But we run 1 forest just because we don't want to just scoop to Blood Moon, because that sucks. Because if they have a really aggressive deck, we're having a bad day if they play Blood Moon and they're aggressive. We got to be able to get our life from the loam, wipe out their stuff, and then kill them. Gitu, I think it's Gitu Encampment. It's a red land. It's the red manland from 10th edition. It came out in some other sets. I don't know which one. But it's like our Treetop Village, but red. It's probably from Urza Block initially. I don't know though. It's a 2/1 first strike. And this guy is like hilarious to me, because I play him and it's like a 2/1, and I'm like, oh, that's not very good. But he's got first strike, which is awesome. So he takes care of those stupid pesky Snapcaster mages and Dark Confidants. They don't hurt us anymore with this guy out, because they're afraid to attack into him, because they know they can't Abrupt Decay it. They can't Maelstrom Pulse it. The only thing they can really do is Lightning Bolt it or Path to Exile. And yeah, go ahead, Path to Exile. I'll go to Mountain. It's about the same. We run 4 of that guy. We run 4 Ghost Quarters, because there are a lot of decks that only run 1 or 2 or 0 basic lands. And it's awesome. Works real good. It's mostly to keep a lot of decks are getting real greedy. They're 4 or 5 colors. A lot of times 4. 5 is pretty rare, but sometimes they're 4 colors, and it's hard for them to get all their colors of mana out. And so you just Ghost Quarter away their stuff, and they have to get a basic land. And late game they run out of basic lands, and then we win. 1 island again, because we don't want to get screwed by Blood Moon. 4 Misty Rainforest, because it searches one of our main colors, which is green. I don't know. I kind of think like I look at green as more of a main color than blue, even though there's the same number of blue spells as there are green spells, because the man lands for blue, the Fairy Conclave, I think is what it is. It's the blue land. It's like the Gitu Encampment, but it turns into a 2/1 flyer. That's just not as good as Treetop Village, because a 3/3 Trampler is amazing, especially on turn 3 attack with 3/3 Trampler. A lot of decks just don't have anything to deal with that right now. Even like a lot of goblin like weenie type decks with goblin. What is he? He's that guy from Theros that's with Battalion. I think he's from Theros. He gives you Battalion, so if you attack with 3 guys or more, all your stuff gets first strike and can't be blocked by tokens. That's not so good if you have a Fairy Conclave to block, but if you have a Treetop Village, you're doing good. So anyway, Misty Rainforest, it'll search up our green or our blue lands, and a lot of times we'll end up with a Steam Vents, or we'll get a Stomping Ground. Our mountain. That's just the only reason there's a mountain is because initially I didn't run a mountain, because I thought, whatever, no big deal, don't need a mountain, because if they Blood Moon us and everything turns into a mountain, we have mountains. But there have been a lot of times where I'm low on life and I'm really worried the opponent might kill us, or they have some kind of burn spell in their hand, or something, and I don't want to deal with that. So what I do is I fetch up the mountain. It's free it comes into play untapped, and that's a mountain. So Raging Ravine, that's one of our manlands. My very, very favorite manland, because it gets real big and he ends games pretty quick. But I do find that it's pretty rare that I have enough lands to both attack with Raging Ravine, which takes 5, because it's 4 to activate, plus you have to tap to attack. Plus I have to have 2 more to play my Life from the Loam, if we're at that stage of the game. Which, a lot of times that doesn't that doesn't happen. But if there's ever a time where they've killed our Seismic Assault and we got nothing else going on, Raging Ravine's the go-to attack guy. Scalding Tarn, we run 2 of them because blue is just not that important in this deck, especially because we have the 4 Misty Rainforest, and most of our lands produce red, so it's not a big deal to have to be able to fetch red and blue. The Misties are mostly to fetch the green. Spinerock Knoll. It's a hideaway land, the red one. Basically, it enters plays tapped. We look at the top 4 cards of our library, choose one, exile it face down, and put the rest on the bottom of the library. And then if the opponent has taken more than 7 damage in a turn, we can pay 1 and tap this land and play that card for free. And a lot of times, what's awesome is it'll be a Life from the Loam, or sometimes a Countryside Crusher. But it's the best when it's a Life from the Loam, because we go, this on turn 1, whatever, and then turn 3, we play our Seismic Assault, but then we wait till turn 4 because we untap our Spinerock Knoll. And then we discard all the lands in our hands and do, 8 damage to our opponent. At least 4 lands, at least, we discard. And then we go, bam, 2 mana, Life from the Loam. And a lot of times we'll have a Life from the Loam in our hand, and or there'll be one in the graveyard somehow, and we'll get it back. And sometimes, so a lot of times what we can do is we can just, it'll help us kill our opponent, is what it does, which I like that. We like killing our opponent. Steam Vents makes blue. Need blue. Stomping Ground makes red, makes green. 2 most important colors in the deck. We have our Tectonic Edge. The reason we run 4 Tectonic Edges is because there's a lot of decks that just, for some reason, they just don't function well on less mana, especially when they're running real greedy decks with a lot of colors. So that's what it's here for. And then my second favorite manland, which is almost my favorite manland if it weren't for Raging Ravine. It was my favorite manland till Raging Ravine came out. It's Treetop Village. Comes into play tap, makes a green mana, and for a green and a color, so it'll turn into a 3/3 green ape with trample till end of turn. This guy's so good. I like him. I like him a lot. So anyway, that's our deck. And let's talk about the sideboard now. Sideboard, Leyline of Sanctity. A lot of times what'll happen is we'll draw our opening hand and we only have 1 spell. And then we get Thought Seized or what's the other one? Inquisitioned, or, well, those are really the 2 big ones. And that's no good. I don't like that. So we play Leyline. It's really only good against, I've been playing against lately. I've been playing a lot of Modern lately, and there have been a lot of these discard decks that just make you discard, and then they play like the Rack, and that it's a black 1 mana enchantment that if you have 1 or less cards in your hand, it deals 3 damage to you, to the opponent every upkeep, and that gets rough. So the Leyline of Sanctity prevents him from making us discard. And then, yeah, he can still play his Liliana and make us discard, cards, but it doesn't matter because we can usually, before he can take his Liliana up too much, we can kill it. So Trade Routes. Now, this was actually in the sideboard before I put in the treasure hunts, because, well, return a land we control to our hand for 1 mana. Okay, so we basically says for 0, we return an untapped land to our hand. And then we pay 1 mana and discard a card and draw a card. And there's so many lands in this deck that a lot of times what will happen is we won't have a Countryside Crusher, we won't have a Life from Loam, or we won't have a Seismic Assault. Basically, every land we have is like a cycling land from Onslaught, which is sweet. I wish they made cycling lands for Modern. That'd be super cool, but they don't. So they just don't have that. So this basically gives us that ability, which is awesome. Gives everything cycling, and so we just go and go and go and go. The other advantage this provides is that they have like some directed graveyard hate. We can wait for them to try and remove our Life from the Loam from the graveyard, and go discard a land, draw a card, and dredge back Life from the Loam. And yeah, they'll get a whole bunch of cards that way, but we'll still have a Life from the Loam in our hand. And it's a land deck. We'll have a bunch of lands in our hand. So what we'll end up doing is cycling a bunch of more lands, and then play Life from the Loam next turn. So sweet deal. Trade Routes is pretty nuts in this deck. When I first started playing Trade Routes in this deck, a lot of people wouldn't they wouldn't counter it because they were like, oh, that's no big deal. Let's just let them cycle lands. Okay. They didn't realize like the deck is land. Anger of the Gods. Anger of the Gods. 3 damage each creature. Remove them from the game if they die. I ran Pyroclasm, but decks like Zoo with all the Wild Nacatls and the Curd Ape and the White Curd Ape. I don't know what it's called. Those guys are no good. They're bad. And Pyroclasm doesn't kill them. So it just takes out a little bit more creatures, and it removes them from the game, which I like. Because there's a lot of graveyard abuse going on. So, and that's, for the decks, a lot of times Birthing Pod. They have like a really good beatdown strategy if they don't get their pod. So Voice of Resurgence, that guy's a pain. So bam, Voice of Resurgence, no token. Thanks for playing. Ancient Grudge, a lot of times Affinity would just walk on us, and that was never any good. So this takes care of that. And even if we dredge it away, we can. If we're dredging it away, it's probably because we have a Seismic Assault online. And we're doing okay anyway. But we can take care of those pesky artifacts that give his the one guy protection. There's the Metalcraft 2/2 guy for 3 mana. It's Champion, I think. We can kill all the other artifacts that let his as champion. So he has get rid of his Metalcraft basically, and then kill Etch Champion, and then win. Courser of Krufix. This lets us play the top card of our library if it's a land card. And we play with the top card revealed, so our opponent sees every single card we get. But that's a fair trade-off because everything's land, and a lot of opponents don't believe it when they see it, which just makes me laugh. And whenever we play whenever a land enters the battlefield under our control, we gain a life. The reason I run this guy instead of he's kind of greedy on the mana with the 2 green, which is a little tough to come by occasionally. Usually, it's not a problem. But the reason I run him instead of the Oracle of Moldiah, or I think it's Moldiah, the reason I run this guy instead of the Oracle is the Oracle does let us play an extra land, but we don't want to empty our hand. That's not what we're doing here. We want to keep our lands so we can kill our opponent with the Seismic Assault. That's really what we're doing. And the other thing, yeah, it's good to have more lands. I'm not disputing that. So don't send me any angry emails. But the other thing is, he has 4 toughness, so he survives the Anger of the Gods. He survives Lightning Bolt. He survives all kinds of stuff that Oracle doesn't. So, he survives Grim Lavamancer. So, that's what's good. That's why I got him. And he gains us a little bit of life. Because sometimes, against burn decks, it's a little rough. If we can't, combo off. I call it comboing off. It's not really a combo. It kind of is. It's a good interaction of cards is what it is. But it's not... It's not like a combo. And last, we have Relic of Progenitus. The reason we have Relic of Progenitus is, yes, indeed, we are a graveyard-based deck. And generally, Relic's not that good. But, I'll tell you one thing. Play against Living End. You need Relic. Or, if they're playing a lot of Snapcaster Mages and a lot of pesky stuff, things like that, a lot of times what ends up happening is we can just take out their graveyard little by little by little. But occasionally, we'll play against a Living End deck that will try and combo off, and all we got to do is play, turn 2 Relic, and then turn 3, always leave a mana open, and Living End player can't beat us. So, and yeah, it does remove all of our stuff from our graveyard. Just make sure you don't play your Life from the Loam. Make sure you keep it in your hand. And keep some lands in your hand, and it's all good. So, anyway, that's the deck tech. I know I've talked about it for about 20 minutes. Sorry about that. So, let's play some games and see what happens. All right, we're in the tournament practice room with Modern Land. We won the die roll, so we will play first. All right, and we have a lot of red sources. We don't have a blue source yet, but hopefully we'll draw a fetch land and be able to get that. We have a Country Head Crusher, so we're going to keep this. Alright, and we're going to play our Gitu Encampment, because that's the reason we're playing that instead of a Raging Ravine is he takes less mana to activate. He only takes 2 versus 4, so assuming our opponent's playing a control deck, we'll be able to start attacking sooner. Okay, it looks like he's probably playing Merfolk, which I don't think we're going to have a real hard time against. Let's play our Raging Ravine this turn, because we don't have anything else to play. And we'll pass the turn. So now he's got mana for a... okay. He's got 1 blue mana, and he's got Ether Vial for a Curse Catcher. So, okay, let's play our Copperline Gorge. And we will attack with our Gitu Village for 2. Alright, now he's got 2 counters on his Ether Vial, which means he can Violent a Lord. So, but he might... actually, he's playing black, so maybe he's not playing Merfolk. I don't know. Let's play our Scalding Tarn. And then we'll drop... let's go ahead and try and run out a Countryside Crusher. See what happens. If he's got a... He doesn't have a Curse Catcher because he can't Vial it in. So he might have a counter spell. But let's try it anyway, see what happens. Okay, and it resolves. Good deal. Next turn we'll attack for at least 4. Okay, he's got 2 Ghost Quarters, and if he Ghost Quarters our stuff, we're okay with that because we're just gonna get, it'll make our Countryside Crusher bigger. So, end step, we're gonna search up a we're gonna search up a Steam Fence. And we're gonna put it in play tapped. And it also made our Countryside Crusher a 4/4, which is awesome. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, only 1 card revealed, so 1 land card revealed. So we'll draw our Life from Loam. And let's play a Raging Ravine. And we're going to attack for 5. See what happens. Okay. And now I think what we're going to do, because we have a Crusher in play, I think we're going to play... I'm thinking we should play Treasure Hunt, but let's play another Crusher instead. Just because I want to get double bonus when we do our Treasure Hunt if we get a whole bunch of lands. And if we get a whole bunch of lands with our Treasure Hunt, we have to discard them. We'll get 2 giant Countryside Crushers, which is better than 1 giant Countryside Crusher. Okay, he's Ghost Quartering his island for a swamp. Okay, Damnation. That's fine, because we're going to attack with our Raging Ravine next turn. That didn't go quite according to plan, but you know what? I'm alright with that. So, actually what I think we're going to do this turn is we're going to attack with Gitu Encampment rather than our Raging Ravine, so we can play our Treasure Hunt. Because I think at this point we kind of need a spell. Okay, so what's he got? Something for 2. Oh, okay, 1/3 Demir Infiltrator. Oof. Well, that's not good. He's going to kill our land. Darn it. Okay, oh well, it happens. But at least he doesn't have any wacky stuff now. So, oh darn. He doesn't know we have a life from low in our hand, though. So, whoops. Gotta wait till we're out of combat here. Alright, now treasure hunt. Okay, we only drew 2 lands, which isn't that good, but we're going to play another G2 encampment and pass the turn back. So it's alright, he's only got a 1-3, which we're not too scared of. So, okay, Firelit Thicket. Alright, well, let's activate our, oh, hold on. It's too hard to do it that way, so we're going to go tap that one, and then green, and then we'll activate this one. Because I've seen it before where people have accidentally activated the wrong one and tapped it for mana, and it was like, well, that's no good. So, okay, and we'll always yield to that. And we're attacking for 4. Okay. Okay, so he kills our thing. So let's get us a forest. And we already played our land. Oh, we didn't play a land. So we played a Firelit Thicket, which is best option. And let's Life from Loam back our Raging Ravine, G2 encampment, and Scalding Tarn. And I don't know why, but I think he might counter this because it would be bad for him. Yeah, that's okay. We can dredge it back and we have another one in our hand, so doesn't matter. And we have another Raging Ravine in play already, so not a big deal. Okay, we'll take 1. I don't think he's winning the game with a 1-3 though, and if he does, I'll be sad. Oh, cool, another Raging Ravine. So let's play it. And we are going to activate. And attack. We'll always yield to that. Okay. So he's still a 1-1. Okay. All right, that's good. I'm good with that. We just 2 for 1 down that deal, which I'm happy with. I'm happy with 2 for 1-ing him. Oh. Well, that's bad. I played against this kind of a deck before, and it's a tough matchup, but he's only got 3 cards in hand and 2 lands, so I'm not really concerned at this point just yet. So we're going to draw a card, and we're going to attack with Raging Ravine. And I don't know, maybe he's got something to kill it, maybe he doesn't. Okay, and he took our 4, which we are good with. So now we're going to play a Misty Rainforest, fetch a forest. Oh, the forest is in play, my bad. Okay, so we'll get a Stomping Ground, and we're gonna play it untapped, and we're gonna play Life from the Loam. Maybe he's got a counter spell, maybe he doesn't, but we can get back all of our man lands, which he's been killing off. So we got 2 Raging Ravines and this G2 encampment. So, well, cool, resolved. Good deal. Okay, now he's got 2 of that Duskmantle Guild Mage, which it's pretty bad if he has a lot of mana, but this game's not going to go long enough for him to have a lot of mana. Okay, and he attacks us for 5. We do not need our Life in the Loam right now because we have a lot of land in our hand. So let's play another Raging Ravine and activate and attack. Let's see. Alright, so he's at 4, we're at 7. He can do 5 to us. Hopefully he doesn't have, you know, something to mill us, like Thought Scour or something, and activate his guy, but he doesn't have mana for that anymore, so I'm pretty confident we're gonna be okay. Yeah, sure, Inquisition us. We have all land hand. So let's see what he does. Okay, so he attacks with his 2/2/2s for 4 damage. Okay, put us at 3, which not where we want to be, but gotta do what we gotta do. Okay. Okay, so let's think about this for a minute. We don't want to die next turn. Then we got to be able to attack. So what I think we're going to do is play Gitu Encampment. And then we're going to attack with our Raging Ravine. And we're still able to activate our Gitu Encampment, so hopefully he doesn't have like a Doomblade in hand or something, way to kill it. So, alright, so he's going to block with his Dimir Infiltrator. Good, good, good. And he's only got 2 cards in hand, so hopefully he doesn't have a way to kill us right now by using those special abilities. But I think earlier in the game I got a little bit greedy with my 2 Countryside Crushers. I should have just done 1, and then he would have Damnation, then I would have killed the other, or played the other, and then he'd be dead already. This wouldn't have been such a project. Sure, we're going to activate this. Okay, now we're going to block one of his guys. Alright, we're going to take 2 and be a 1. Ooh, sticky matchup. He's got 2 cards in hand. So I really don't like having to rely on that one single Raging Ravine, but maybe we have enough to attack with both Gitu Encampments next turn. Plus the Ravine, and then we'll win the game. Alright. And we're gonna draw a card for this turn. Okay. One of cards put to our graveyard from anywhere. Alright. Well, if he's got a Thought Scour, he should just kill us now. Okay, so let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. And it takes 5 and 3. Okay, so we're not going to be able to attack with all of them. So what we're going to do is we can go, because it takes 6 mana to attack with each G2 encampment, because it's 2 to activate plus, or for both G2 encampments, because it takes 2 to activate plus 1, you have to tap it to attack. So there's that. So let's see. Let's play Tectonic Edge. And then I'm going to activate Raging Ravine. And then we will attack. Let's see what happens. Hopefully he doesn't have a creature to violin. All right, we won. That's how Modern Land works, guys. Guy, I don't even know what to play against him. I guess a couple Anger of the Gods would be good because he's got to, you know, build up some weenies. But he runs Damnation, so I don't know. I think he's running kind of a control type deck, I guess. But let's put in... actually, I don't think we should put anything in because I think we're looking pretty good the way it is. The only thing I think we might do is let's put in the Anger of the Gods so we can kill his guys. And we're going to take out 2 Ghost Quarters because we'll only have 42 land this way, but 42 is plenty. And Anger of the Gods would have wiped out his army. And, you know, that was a close call. So, okay. This looks good. We're gonna keep this. Unfortunately, he's got, you know, a lot of kill spells and stuff, which we don't like. But well, whatever. Hopefully, we'll be able to play our Crusher, and then we'll be able to play the Crusher and not have to. Hopefully, he won't have like a Doomblade, but he might. So we gotta do, you know. So let's play our Spinerock Knoll. That'll be our first card played. Because if our Crusher gets big, we'll get a free card. Okay, we'll put an Anger of the Gods. I don't really know if we're in a situation where we have to play Anger of the Gods, it's pretty unlikely that we're going to be able to do 8 damage to our opponent at the same time. So that's probably not going to come in real handy, but hey, we'll try it. Okay, Serum Visions. Okay, let's play Misty Rainforest. He probably took out all his discard because it's pretty useless against us. The only thing that really makes his discard is like Raven's Crime and I think it's Wrench Mind, which is the one you discard 2 or an artifact. Because it makes us choose to discard. But even Raven's Crime isn't that bad because Raven's Crime's not even that bad because we just life him alone. And then we're doing better than him. So we're not going to pay 2 life. We got our Steam Vent, so we have our blue mana because we have green in our hand. So, oh, see? This is why we do this sort of thing. Now he's probably keeping Mana Leak and Mana Open, but so we're gonna try and throw out our Crusher, see what happens. I don't know what's gonna happen, but he might Mana Leak it. Yeah, he's gonna Mana Leak it. Okay, that's fine. Next turn we'll just play our Treasure Hunt and we'll get another card, a non-land card. Hopefully it'll be a Seismic Assault, and we'll go Seismic Assault, win. Whenever opponent loses life, that player puts the top card. Okay. Okay, I see. So that's like a pretty nasty infinite combo he's got there. I don't think I'll be able to do it next turn, but... Okay, another treasure hunt. That's one of the more frustrating things when we draw multiple treasure hunts. So, all at once. So, okay. So we drew a Countryside Crusher. Let's play a Tectonic Edge. Just because we got our colors. We're good. We're good on that. So, let's see what he does this turn. Okay, plays another Watery Grave. We're okay with that. And then another Mind Crank. See, now this gets scary. This is getting scary right here. Because I think he's gonna set us up for something bad. So let's see. We've got 5 mana. Alright, so watch this. We are going to destroy his Watery Grave. And he did not tap it, so we're going to throw out our Countryside Crusher. And he might have like a Doomblade or something, but hopefully he won't Doomblade it till our turn when we attack with it. And we'll be able to at least draw another non-land card, because we have lots of land. Okay, this is not good. But it's okay, that's all he can do is activate that ability right now. So, and we're at 19 life. I'm not terribly concerned. Alright, let's see what we get. Oh, that wasn't sharp at all. Why did I not think of this sort of thing? Oh well. So hopefully he's not giant. Oh, haha, yes. Good deal. Now I wonder, does this count from anywhere this turn? Because we definitely don't want... well, let's play Treasure Hunt and hopefully... I don't want to lose the game over a Treasure Hunt, so... we're going to attack for 3, because that's all we can do. And of course he's not going to block because his guy's going to just hose us so bad. Because I didn't think of that. But it's alright, we don't have anything we can do about it anyway, so I don't know. Okay, so he takes our 3. And now let's play... See, I hate doing this. Because we might get like a billion lands, but let's play our Treasure Hunt and maybe we'll get a Seismic Assault. So, okay, the very next card is, oh my gosh, that's terrible. Oh, see, now you got us on Infinite Combo. That's bad. Yeah, so we lose the game now. Yeah, see, that's how this works. Okay, so he comboed us. Because we drew our Anger of the Gods 1 turn too late. Oh well. Huh. That's lousy. Okay. Well, what can we do about that this time, huh? Hang on. I'm going to pause and read the Oracle text on that guy. Alright. I was going to say we should put Leyline of Sanctity, but that guy's ability doesn't target. It's just whenever an opponent puts a card into a graveyard. So, yeah, that's no good. But we're going to put in Ancient Grudge. And take out 2 more Ghost Quarters, because we don't need Ghost Quarters in this matchup. And we have 40 lands still, so we're okay. God, that was a real bummer. Stupid combos. That's one thing this deck doesn't do well against, is combo decks. So, alright. Okay, we have our Seismic Assault. We're gonna be okay. We're going to keep this. Well, hopefully we're going to be okay. I don't want to speak too soon because I've done that before. And then we were clearly not okay. So he's choosing to mulligan. Well, choosing whether to mulligan. He chose not to. So we're going to throw out our Misty Rainforest. Okay, Spell Bomb. Oh, shucks. He's going to remove our graveyard from the game. Not concerned. Because we have Treasure Hunt. That's what it's all about. Treasure Hunt. Okay, let's get a... We're going to get a Steam Vents with this fetch land. Because we need the red for our Seismic Assault, but we want the blue because we don't have any other blue in our hand. So we're not going to pay the 2 life because we don't have anything to play with it. And... this time we're going to play a tapped Stomping Ground. Let's see what happens, guys. This is one of those nail-biter matches that it's combo, and I hate playing against combo. Only because it's like they play some stuff and then they win. There's really not a lot of interaction. That bugs me. I don't like that. Okay, let's play Tectonic Edge. And let's try and run out a Countryside Crusher. See if he counters it. Yep, counters it. That's okay. I'm okay with him countering that as long as he's not countering Seismic Assault. Okay. He's gonna extirpate our Countryside Crushers. Which, okay, whatever. Now he knows we have a Seismic Assault in our hand. Uh-oh. And unless he has Spell Pierce, he can't counter it. So, or he has another land, which I hope he doesn't. Dang it, he does. Okay, this is bad. Okay, Mind Crank, sure. Yeah, that's fine. Play your guy, your little combo guy, and we're gonna kill him. We're okay with that. We're gonna do Stomping Ground untapped. Oh, okay. Yeah, we lose 2 life. Darn it. Okay, we're gonna go bam. And bam. Seismic Assault. Yay, go us. No, it doesn't matter. We just want land. We just want enough land to kill our opponent. That's all. We don't ask for a lot. Okay, he's like transmuting Demir Infiltrator. Probably gonna get that the Guild Mage. I don't know what he's called. Duskmantle Guild Mage. Whenever a card's put into a great, yeah, that guy. It's okay. We got 3 lands in our hand, so he ain't comboing off anytime soon. Okay, let's play a Tectonic Edge. And we're going to hold control. Destroy target non-basic land. Pay 1. And then we're going to go. Whoops. That's not right. Oh, that's what we want. So that ability on the stack. Destroy target non-basic land. And pay 1. And we can kill 2 of his lands, which we're happy with. So he's probably going to try and play it all and combo off and kill us all at once. Which, okay, that's what you want to do. I don't think it's going to happen, though. Might. I don't know. So I think he still needs one more land to do this. So, okay. We're going to attack with our treetop village this turn because we don't have much else to do. So we will attack for 3. So let's see what he does this turn. Okay, he's going to remove 5 lands from our graveyard. Alright, we're good with that. And he's going to draw a card. Maybe he's looking for something. Like a land. Okay, maybe he drew it. Maybe he wasn't looking for a land, I don't know. But all we have to do is we have to do 7 damage, because ideally, well, we can't do 7 damage in one turn. So right now, with our treetop village, because we have 4 lands, we can discard for 8 damage. So okay, yeah, search your library for another card for 2 mana. Sure. Let's see what he gets. Okay, he got go for the throat to kill our treetop village, which makes me laugh. Okay, cool, Ancient Grudge, sweet deal. I'm good with that. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna attack. Actually, we're not. No. Well, let's see. If we attack, cost 3 mana, we can play. Yeah, we could still play Ancient Grudge. So okay, so we're gonna play our forest, and we only have 5 minutes left. I'm really playing slow today. Okay, so we go green blue, activate treetop village. He's gonna go for the throat. Yeah, okay, kill it. Don't care. Okay, you killed it. Good job. Good job, you killed it. Okay, so he goes Ghost Quarter. He goes Guild Mage. Yep. So he's going to activate let's see, he's got 6 mana. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so let's see now. We have our Tectonic Edge, so we can kill his Ghost Quarter, and then he's kind of forced to do his combo. And we can still play Ancient Grudge. So, and kill his stupid Guild Mage. So, we're going to Tectonic Edge his Ghost Quarter. And in response to him activating the ability of that stupid guy, we'll Ancient Grudge his artifact. Durr! What do you think we were doing? Do you think we're stupid? And then we're going to kill this guy, because that guy makes me mad. But I don't lose any life, I don't think. What do you do? Oh, he targeted his own land. Okay. So we don't lose any life because he tried to do some crap and We're not letting that happen. Not today. Not today, my friend. So, bad news is he's still at 17 life. But, we stopped his stupid combo. Which it's kind of cute, but I think in practice it probably doesn't work so good. So, I don't know. But we don't need to play any more spells in case he's got counter spells. So, let's play Treetop Village this turn. And we will swing for 3 next turn. We have 2 lands in our hand, so we can only do 5. But it's okay. We're going to draw a land every turn, and we don't need to play them all. Unless he kills them. Muddle the Mixture. Oh, he's transmuting. Okay. Transmute, muddle the Mixture. Sure. Go for it. And he gets another Duskmantle Guildmage. Okay. Sure. Okay. We're going to attack with our Treetop Village. And he has no way to kill it, which we like. And we're going to play another Treetop Village just because I want that faster clock. Because he is playing combo, and we got to have a little bit faster clock than what we've been having. So, okay, make us discarding your other gods. So he must not have the other half of his combo, so that's good. Okay, so we're going to activate Treetop Village. And we're going to attack. And the reason that we're not attacking with both of them this turn is we want to be able to use Ancient Grudge. So we're going to play Copperline Gorge because it comes into play tapped, unfortunately. We should have played the Gitu Encampment because we don't need the green. Oh well. It's okay. So he did nothing that turn. Okay. Oh, Raging Ravine, my favorite manland. All right, let's... Oh, wait, hold on. Never works that way. Never works right. So we're going to go green, blue, activate that one. And then we're going to go red, green, and activate that one. And if he has no way to kill these guys, we win the game. Okay, opponent's at 5. We have 3 lands in hand. Let's see what he does. Just to toy with him a little bit. I don't know why we're doing that. Okay, so he scoops. He knew we had lands in our hand. So anyway, that is Modern Land. 44 lands main deck. 12 spells. Or 16 spells. 42 lands. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sorry, guys. It's early in the morning. Anyway, that's Modern Lands. If you like what you saw, go ahead and subscribe to our channel, MagicGatheringStrat, and like the video or leave a comment. If you want to see me play any other decks, leave me a comment. Let me know what you want to see me play, and I'll make that deck and we'll play it and have some fun. So thanks for watching, guys.